Happy Monday! I am back with another Motivational Monday. I just got back from Cabo, so if I look a little swollen and sunburned, blame it on Mexico. No, don't blame anything on Mexico. What I want to get into today is an invitation for you to create a list on what's in and what's out for 2024. Now, you might be surprised by this video. Many of you might be looking for me to share with you what are the trends for 2024, what's out, what's in, and here's the twist to this plot. You get to decide. Nobody gets to decide what's in and what's out for 2024 for you. This is where we get to have fun. It is a brand new year ahead of us. 2024 is a blank piece of paper. Right? And you are the creator of what you're going to put in there. So what I invite you to do is to get out a piece of paper and write in like this. What's in and what's out, and you decide it. What would you like to be in for your 2024, and what's out? What are you committing to releasing, right? So one of the things I realized while on vacation is I just do not tolerate red wine anymore. Now this is very superficial and small, but what's in for 2024 for me is more botanicals and euphorics. There's things like Sunwink. There's so many out there. Kin. These are drinks that are made with plants and flowers and euphoric type of non-alcoholic beverages. Red wine, headache, right? So that's one of the things for me. But I want each and every one of you to create your own in and out for 2024. What is in and what is out? And then make a commitment to those things, right? Projection is another thing. So many of us, and I did this for so many years, I went to psychics and other people to kind of tell me, what do you see in my future? That's out, my friends. Nobody's telling me what's in my future anymore besides me and God and the divine. So if you looked at my list, it says right here, projection. I'm not going to allow anybody to project onto my life what is going to happen besides me and the creator, with God, myself, my higher self. That is where I'm going to go for the answers. So what is going to be on your list? What's in and what's out for 2024 for you? I'm just going to give you some more examples because maybe you're thinking, well, I don't know, what would I put on my list? Boundaries. So if you're already saying to yourself, listen, I don't want other people to tell me what to do because maybe I'm a people pleaser, or I'm afraid of what people think of me. That's out. What's out is what people think of me. What's in is what I think about myself and how I feel inside. And do I feel like I'm fulfilling my mission that I came down here to fulfill, or am I fulfilling everybody else's mission? So boundaries, I'm going to strengthen those in 2024. And what's out is the people pleasing. Now, I've worked a lot on that last year, but I've still got some room to grow. So I'm going to add that to my in and out list. What's on your in and out list? PJs. I started talking about this, and you're going to hear a whole lot about PJs. Pajamas. Think about pajamas. They're warm, they're comfy. You dream in your pajamas. So for me, PJs stand for purpose, passion, joy, and that little S is sneaky. It's service to others. So I'm going to tether myself to that in 2024. And what's out is things like, I should do this, I could do this, I would do this. None of that language. It's weak language. It's I am going to do this. I'm committed to doing this. I'm following through on this. What's in for me in 2024 is light. Leading with light. What's out is dark. Now, this is a process. It's a lifelong process. What does that really look like on the materialized planet Earth? If I'm on social media and I start to see some darkness, am I going to go in there and stew in it, or I'm going to look for the light? Am I going to look for the gift in every situation? If I'm going to lead with light, let's say I wake up in a poopy mood. It happens. I do. Am I going to go out there and a lot of times when we wake up in those poopy moods, we want to connect with other people in poopy moods because it makes us feel better. That's not leading with light, my friends. That's hanging out in the dark. So it's like, okay, I'm feeling not so light today. What do I need to do to lighten up, to put more light into myself before I go out there and infect other people's with that? So I am 100% committed to leading with light and love in 2024 and looking at that as a filter of everything that comes out of my mouth. Is this light or is this dark? Helping people find their mission, their purpose and calling. I'm all in on that, my friend. If any of you are feeling like, I don't know what my purpose is. Am I on a mission? What is it? I lost my mission. I don't have my mission orders. Or I don't know if I have a calling. How do I find my calling? Send me an email and let's discover that for you. I am committed for everybody feeling like they are fulfilling their mission. They're on a calling. They have purpose. And that's in. Guess what's out for me? This might be a surprise from some of you. I don't want to break your hearts. Being a continuing education provider is out. Sorry. I still have a couple of CEU opportunities. I have been a continuing education provider, CEU provider, for over a decade, and it no longer brings me the joy that it did. Why am I sharing this with you? What is no longer giving you joy in your life? Maybe it did for 5 years, a decade, 20 years. If it's not bringing you joy at this time, put it on the golden shelf. Have it be out in 2024. Are you waiting for somebody to give you permission to do that? It ain't coming. Nobody's going to give you permission. You have to give yourself permission. So the permission slips come from you. And I highly recommend, if you want more on this topic, look at Rick Rubin's work on following your passion, what brings you joy at this time, and going all in on that until it no longer brings you joy. You no longer feel passionate about it. Then look at the next kind of breadcrumb from the universe. So I think one of the booby traps we fall into is we maybe overstay our welcome in a certain area. I'll give you a short story on that. I had a business that I loved and loved and loved for so long. It was called Gem Elixirs. And one morning I woke up and I looked at my phone and I said, oh, I have orders. What a bummer, right? Like I was bummed that I had to go to my warehouse and fill orders, right? That's when I knew that the joy was out of it. Right? If I don't feel 100% passionate about that, that energy I was putting on that company was not right. I was not a good custodian of that business. And so that's when I decided it was time. I was no longer passionate about it like I was for over a decade. So I put it up for sale and I delivered that beautiful company to a woman who absolutely loves it and has grown it and has made it more her own. So is there something in your life that you're holding on to too long? What might that be? You know it because you'll have that kind of reaction like, oh, I remember I was driving in to treat patients, live patients. I had patients one day and I thought to myself, oh, I hope my patients cancel so I can finish my book. I was writing a book at the time. I literally pulled over on the side of the road, looked at myself in the mirror and said, oh my goodness, girlfriend, nobody deserves that. Your patients certainly don't deserve you hoping they cancel. That is not a good alignment. That is not good. That is a shoulda, woulda, coulda. And so I did. I finished out that day. I gave notice to my patients and I went all in on finishing that book. And I've continued to follow the breadcrumbs from God, from the universe since then, bringing me closer and closer to those PJs. I don't know about you, but living in PJs is so amazing. I'm kind of in them now. I mean, it's like soft and comfortable, but metaphorically speaking, PJs are so comfortable. My kids love PJ day at school. It's exciting. We get to be in our PJs all day. How many of you over the holidays spend a whole day just in your PJs? Like you get to be yourself. You get to relax. You get to go with the flow of that day in your PJs. So if we apply that to our lives and continue to follow the things that really bring us that joy, we feel passionate about, we feel like it's a part of our purpose. And like I said, that little S, if you can add service to others, or seeing that what you do provides service to others in some way, that's where the magic is. And it doesn't matter what your vocation career is, there you can find a way that it is serving other people. And when you see that and recognize that, it brings an energy and a higher frequency to what you're doing. All right. The last thing I have on my in and out list, if you're just now coming in, the invitation is for you to write your own what's in and what's out. Nobody's the boss of me. I literally have a bracelet. I have 3 best friends that we spent so many years together, and we have these bracelets that says nobody's the boss of me. So I'm going to give you that same bracelet. Nobody's the boss of you, my friend. You get to decide what's in and what's out for 2024. And my last thing here was everything is an opportunity. What's in? I will be taking 100% responsibility for my life. Everything in it. Everything in it. What about the crappy people? Yep. Even that. What about all the tragedies in the world? Yep. I'm taking 100% responsibility for my life. This is my life. I'm manifesting it. What's your life? You're manifesting it. And so what would be out? If I'm taking 100% responsibility for my life and my happiness, then guess what goes out? Blame. Stop blaming. Just stop it. And work on solutions and getting yourself to a position where you feel better. You feel like you are in your PJs. You feel like you are on purpose. You have a calling. You feel really good. And guess what? We weren't put on this planet to be alone. So oftentimes you'll find a coach, a mentor, or somebody to help you find that. All right? I hope this has been helpful. I want to kick off 2024 as well as the week ahead. That's why I love Mondays. We got a whole fresh start ahead of us. You got a whole week. What are you going to make out of this week? What are you going to make out of 2024? And what does your list look like? What's in for you in 2024? What's out for you in 2024? And will you commit to it? I am committed to this. Use that language with your in and out list versus, well, I really want to work out more. One of the other funny things on my in list is upper body workouts, like push-ups, right? I'm getting older. The arms don't look like they used to. And I know the only way that I'm going to get the toned arms that I want is by working them out. But I find excuses like every day, right? Like, oh, I'll do them tomorrow. That doesn't happen. So I am committed to upper body workouts, push-ups, weights, and all of those things, even though I don't want to do them because I know of the outcome. And so what's going to be out is excuses or putting it off. I'm committed. And I'm also committed to you. I will be here next Monday for your Motivational Monday. Let me know what things that you're challenged with, and I can make a video around that. I'm like a squirrel out there reading books and finding things so that you can live your best life. Ancient and modern secrets to you living your best life. I'm committed to that and sharing those with you. So to engage further, I have a YouTube channel that I'm building this year. That's in. My YouTube channel is going to be in and growing. So go subscribe there. I'd love to stay connected with you with longer videos and different content. And what's out is hiding. That's out. I have hidden for a long time. Out of all the things we've talked about or I've shared with you before, I ain't hiding anymore, my friends. I'm here, I'm with you, and like Ram Dass says, we're all just walking each other home. Sending you much, much love for today, Monday, and for 2024. What is in for you and what is out? I'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.